Hey everyone, welcome to the Beastcoast Crash Course.
It's your boy Neph, and here, me and Moxxi are going to teach all of our fellow English speakers the full history of the Anvorgesa boys.
Let's start at the beginning. Back in April 2019, Chris Luck, Whisper, and K1 created a stack to play the OGA Dota Pit minor qualifiers under the banner of Pacific Esports. While the boys had individually been a part of the scene for a long time, Chris was a frequent player over on the Team G Pride, and Whisper, of course, was formerly a member of Infamous. This would be the winning combination, and they'd qualify for the minor. Shortly after, the boys decided to leave the organization and teamed up with their manager Guashi. Together, they decided to compete under the name Majestic at the OGA Dota Pit Minor. The squad made a big impression at the minor, where they were virtually unknown except to the hardcore SA Dota fans. They were further supported by many Brazilian fans with the inclusion of Dunal, a Brazilian position 4 player. This team proved to be very powerful, with K1 Hector picking up a lot of attention for his innovative builds, and Chris Luck wowing fans in the mid lane.
The visibility they got on the world stage was just as much from their ult chatting as it was from their placement. Everybody thought they were dropping BM to the other teams, when in reality, they were just dropping shoutouts to their friends at home.
With the help of Chris Luck's godlike Templar Assassin, they secured a top 4 finish, gaining many new fans along the way.
After the OGA Dota Pit Minor, they brought in Jericho and Stinger to begin the process of finalizing their roster. They soon qualified for the Star Ladder Minor, where Anvorgesa's Catburger was born thanks to Guashi's artistic skill. This stack went on to get a top 4 finish, knocking down other regions' giants like eHome and Mineski.
So with the addition of Stinger and Jericho, they became known as Anvorgesa.
After Star Ladder, the Anvorgesa boys picked up Thunder Awakens, now known as Thunder Predators, position 4 All-Star Schofield. This addition rounded out the squad and marked the beginning of an SA Dota dynasty. They were now a true powerhouse within the region.
On July 1st, 2019, the Anvorgesa boys were signed by Infamous Gaming, replacing their European roster in preparation for the TI9 South American qualifiers. After a dominating group stage, they fell to Pain Gaming in the winner's semis and were sent to the loser's bracket. They battled through the loser's bracket and got their rematch versus Pain. Taking the series 3-0, they became the only SA representative at TI9, and they did not disappoint.
The Anvorgesa stack made a name for themselves in Group B, taking games off of EG, Na'Vi, RNG, and VC Gaming. Unfortunately, they went 0-2 against Virtus Pro, who, in that year, were second in the DPC, falling just short of the top 4 and were sent into the losers bracket.
With pocket picks like Hector's Wraith King, Chris Luck's Slark, Whisper's Lesh, Schofield's Nyx, and Stinger's Oracle, the Anvorgesa boys pushed through the losers bracket to place top 8, becoming the most successful South American team in TI history.
On October 4th, 2019, Anvorgesa was signed by North American organization Beastcoast, previously running the roster of Mandy, Roya, Brax, Moose, and IX Mike. Fun fact, Moose would later go on to become the coach of Beastcoast before moving on to the Thunder Predator roster, which of course makes him a traitor.
With Beastcoast support providing a team house, sports psychiatrists, and coaching staff, they continue to prove why they are the best roster in South American Dota history to date. Some of their most notable finishes include top 4 at ESL 1 Hamburg, which included the iconic base race versus Wind and Rain, top 8 finish at the Chengdu Major, where they fell to Invictus Gaming in a heartbreaking Game 3, and the Dream League 13 Major, where the Estudian Locos meme was born and the Disruptor mid defeated TI champions Nigma.
Then COVID hit, and the online era began. They went on to win the South American ESL Los Angeles versus Noping and Realms Collide versus Thunder Predator. However, no longer living in a team house and some of the players playing hundreds of miles apart began to take its toll. Beastcoast then started placing poorly in many of the North American hosted tournaments. During this time, SA teams like Thunder Predator, Infamous, and Noping began to get so strong, leaving people to wonder if Anvorgesa had fallen off.
On December 31st, 2019, Valve announced the Dota Pro Circuit 2021 season. This would split up the regions into their own 16-team leagues, 8 upper, 8 lower, and give teams from each region a chance to compete for stable prize money and DPC points. Beastcoast took first place in Season 1, but were unable to attend the Singapore Major due to COVID, and second place in Season 2, qualifying for the Anna Major going on right now in Ukraine. Whew, and that's it. That's the history of the Anvorgesa squad up until now. No South American team has ever claimed a top 4 spot at a major. Will SA continue to be gatekept, or will the Anvorgesa boys make history? Tune into the Anna Major to find out.